September 10, 2025, Utah Valley University. A bright afternoon. Hundreds of students gathered to hear one of the most polarizing voices in American politics, Charlie Kirk. For over a decade, he had built a reputation as a firebrand conservative activist, unafraid to debate, unafraid to offend, and deeply admired by his supporters. But just 20 minutes into his speech, a sound tore through the crowd, a single gunshot. Panic erupted. Within seconds, Charlie Kirk was on the ground, bleeding from his neck. And America was about to change.
The event was part of Kirk's American Comeback Tour, a series designed to energize young conservatives before the 2026 midterms. He sat beneath a white tent outside the Low-C Center, answering questions when the shot rang out. Students reported hearing a sharp crack, then screams. Some thought it was fireworks. Others immediately ducked. A cell phone video shows Kirk jolting backward, clutching his throat as security scrambled. Authorities later confirmed the bullet was fired from the rooftop of the Low-C Center, about 200 feet away. The weapon, a high-powered rifle, was later recovered in a wooded area nearby. The campus immediately went into lockdown. Students were ordered to shelter in place as FBI agents and police swarmed the scene. At first, officials only confirmed that Kirk had been rushed to a hospital. On social media, rumors spread wildly. Was he alive? Was he dead? By late afternoon, former President Donald Trump delivered the confirmation no one wanted to hear. Charlie Kirk had died at just 31 years old.
To understand why this event shook the nation, you have to understand who Charlie Kirk was. Born October 14, 1993, in Wheeling, Illinois, he was raised in a middle-class family. As an Eagle Scout, his childhood dream was to attend West Point, but he wasn't admitted. Instead, he briefly attended Harper College, a community college near Chicago, before leaving to pursue activism full-time. In 2012, at just 18 years old, Kirk co-founded Turning Point USA, or TPUSA, a nonprofit aimed at mobilizing young conservatives. His goal was to take the fight for conservative values straight into America's college campuses, where he felt liberal ideas dominated. His bold, firebrand style and his prove me wrong campus debates quickly gained him notoriety. By 2016, Kirk had fully aligned with Donald Trump's campaign, even serving as an aide to Donald Trump Jr. His rise in conservative media was rapid. By 2021, his daily show, The Charlie Kirk Show, had climbed to the top of conservative podcast charts.
Outside of politics, Kirk was a husband and father. He married Erica Francevy, a former Miss Arizona USA, in 2021. They welcomed their first daughter in 2022, followed by a son in 2024. On social media, Erica often shared glimpses of their family life, filled with faith, love, and gratitude. For millions of supporters, Kirk represented the future of the conservative movement. To critics, he was a provocateur who thrived on controversy. But either way, his influence was undeniable.
News of the shooting spread like wildfire. Within minutes, political leaders from across the spectrum weighed in. Donald Trump first urged prayers, writing, "We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him." But later, Trump confirmed the grim reality. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. He loved America, and America loved him. He ordered all American flags nationwide lowered to half-mast. Vice President J.D. Vance called Kirk a genuinely good guy and a young father. Utah Governor Spencer Cox described the shooting as political assassination. Even California Governor Gavin Newsom, who once debated Kirk on his own podcast, condemned the act, calling it disgusting, vile, and reprehensible.
But beyond official statements, something else was happening. Social media erupted. Hashtags like Justice for Charlie and End Political Violence trended worldwide. Videos of the shooting went viral within minutes. On X, Truth Social, and Instagram, debates exploded. Supporters hailed Kirk as a martyr for free speech. Critics warned that political rhetoric had spiraled too far. Conspiracy theories flourished, pointing fingers across the political divide. The nation was grieving, but also dividing, once again. As tributes poured in, the hunt for the shooter began. FBI Director Kash Patel promised full support. Investigators discovered the rifle, hidden in nearby woods. Police released a blurry photo of a person of interest, but no arrests were made. Motive remains unclear. Was this political, personal, or something else entirely? Some officials have called it domestic terrorism. Others caution against speculation. Still, questions loom large. Why wasn't the rooftop secured? Was the event properly screened? Could this have been prevented? For now, the shooter remains unidentified, a ghost who changed American politics in a single moment.
Charlie Kirk's death leaves a massive void in conservative media. His organization, Turning Point USA, has pledged to continue his mission, but without its founder, the future feels uncertain. Supporters see him as a martyr for free speech and conservative values. Critics, even those who opposed his views, acknowledge that his death is a tragic reminder that violence has no place in democracy. The broader impact is clear: a renewed debate over political violence, security at public events, gun laws, and the role of toxic rhetoric in America's divisions. For his family, the loss is deeply personal. For his followers, it is political. For the nation, it is a test of whether Americans can disagree without resorting to violence. Charlie Kirk was 31 years old, a husband, a father, a son, and one of the most influential conservative voices of his generation. Whether you agreed with him or not, his death is a sobering reminder of where we are as a country and how fragile our democracy truly is. The question now is simple. Will America learn from this, or will this just be another line in the long history of political violence?